Good afternoon, everybody. Episode 234 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk. Good to have you. College football, also NBA, NHL, college basketball from both the men's and women's, and Western Mass Sports. But first, we'll start with the news. LeBron's 31 points, 5 ribbies, 5 assists, and 1 block. Rebound, not ribby as in RBI for baseball. It was enough to beat the Sacramento Kings 122-114. Lakers are 2019. The Kings are 16-23. So there's much to build on from LeBron going ham as a team. But we'll take it. We're Lakers. We're not really playing the best of defense this year. So, we got to get excited when victories like this happen. NCAA football, the Tax Act Texas Bowl was won by the Kentucky State Wildcats 42-20 over LSU. Kansas State finished at 8-5, LSU at 6-7, but they also finished. They're also going to start next season with one of the best college coaches there has ever been in Brian Kelly. So, congrats to the Tigers. I'll see y'all down there in the bayou. Back home. Russell Westbrook 0 turnovers helped set the tone and start our victory against the Sacramento Kings the other night. But many, including myself, question whether he is the piece that brings us to the championship. Who knows? We'll see. It hasn't been the best of years, but we're over 500. That's good for something, right? Australia Prime Minister to Novak Djokovic, my favorite tennis player and one of the best of all time. Prove your exemption or deuces and get the fuck up out my country. I don't blame him. COVID, you gotta keep those masks on, keep everybody safe. I think it's the best thing. Oklahoma Sooners freshman wideout Mario Williams hops in the transfer portal. We have yet to find out where he's gonna go, but something tells me it could potentially be LSU. Let's see. Struggling Oilers lose stars Connor McDavid and Derek Ryan after a round of positive COVID tests. That sucks because the Edmonton Oilers are really struggling and are going to not make the playoffs eventually. I mean, hockey's this year is extremely competitive. There's nobody that's really out in front of everybody. The Golden Knights lose every other night. Boston struggled. They've gone on losing streaks, so it's going to be interesting to see. Tennessee Titans star Bud Dupree charged with misdemeanor assault after a fight with a store employee at a Walgreens in Nashville. You should be beating up offensive players, not annoying Walgreens employees. There we go. Those are the news. Let's get into everything in this episode. 234. 2 Shaquille O'Neals. Anyway, Western Mass Sports boys basketball. Smith Academy 41, Smith Folk 38. Marshall Ingram with 19 points for Smith Folk, although they lost. Number 4-0, Pope Francis 64, Westside's 53. Pope Francis is 4-0. They're undefeated. And Joseph Ignary with 19 points for Westside. But they lost. Longmeadow 60, Minnechaug 45. Minnechaug has lost the last 2 games, and Longmeadow snaps an ugly 4-game losing streak to start the year. Athol Bears beat Narragansett 66-32. The Bears had scores with 10, 11, 12, and 16 points, including one of those scores who had a double-double. Athol Bears win against an Eastern Mass team, 66-32. McCann Tech beat Pioneer Valley Christian. They are 3-1. Pioneer Valley Christian is 0-3 and been outscored 221-86 so far this season. Ludlow Lions beat Pathfinder by 31, 71-40. Ludlow improves to 5-0. Matt Mendez, Danny Guerrero, both 18 points, and Brandon Schultz, 14 points as well for him. And finally, the Westfield Tech team goes over 500 with a win over Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School 46-24. Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School is 0-3. And that's it for boys basketball. Swimming for both boys and girls. For the boys, Belchertown beat East Long Meadow 60-32, and also East Long Meadow was beaten on the girls' side 72-19. And that is it for swimming. Girls basketball, Pathfinder over Hampden County School of Science West 56-21. Agawam beats Mount Greylock by a basket 32-30. Holyoke all over Minnechaug 48-21. Munson beats Hampshire 47-28. Lee 37, Ware 21. Pope Francis 64, Mayhar 44. Turner's Falls 51, Mohawk Trail 37. Smith Academy 49 to Smith Volks 6. You guys suck. And finally, Frontier over Palmer by a basket 44-42. And those are your scores from Western Mass Sports. Now on to the NBA. Memphis 110, Cleveland 106, Toronto 129, St. Anne 104, Knicks 104, Indiana 94, Phoenix Suns 123, NOLA 110, and the Lakers over the Kings 122-114. Those are your scores for the NBA. NHL, a night on the ice. Bruins 5, Devils 3, Florida 6, Calgary 2, Tampa Bay 7, Columbus 2, Detroit 6, San Jose 2, Colorado beats Chicago in overtime 4-3, Winnipeg 3, Arizona 1, Nashville 3, Vegas Knights 2, they lose again, fucking Golden Knights. Anaheim 4, Philly 1, Washington and Montreal was postponed, and so were the Islanders and the Seattle Kraken, and those are your scores for the NHL. College basketball on the women's side, Nebraska upsets number 8 Michigan 79-58. And in men's basketball for college, Xavier and Georgetown was postponed. Number 1 Baylor beats Oklahoma 84-74. Duke over Georgia Tech 69-57. Kansas over Oklahoma State 74-63. Auburn beat South Carolina 81-66. Texas over Kansas State 70-57. LSU over Kentucky upset 65-16. Kentucky 65-60. Kentucky was ranked number 16. Marquette upsets Providence. The Friars were doing good for a while, but they were exposed. 88-56. Colorado State over Air Force 67-59, and Seton Hall beats Butler 71-56. And this has been your episode 234 of 4-3 Sports Talk. My name is Rahim Escalay. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Help the show grow on Facebook. And I love you all. I wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. We'll see you for episode 235. Have a great day. That'll be Thursday.